everybody. I'm getting old at this. It's not a good thing. Used to be young. I guess I started way back in go-karts, if that counts, and always watched the races at Reading Fairgrounds, and it was amazing. That was the place to be. And I always wanted to start racing modifieds when I got old enough, and I had a short stint in go-karts, but a friend of mine and I bought a super modified because it just happened to be a good deal. So I started out outside of Reading in a bug that they transformed into sprint cars in the early 70s. So I started out at Susquehanna in 1971, and I ran a year, got a ride with another car owner, Russ Smith Ford out of Williamsport. He had a camper dealership, so it was Camperland, and I ran 4 years for him, and won 2 features second year, the third year actually, from when I started. So I ended up not running modifieds at Reading for the first 7 years. In '74 I got fired, thought I was done racing, you know, and the Yankee and the Rebel team called me in the Yankee part, Chairman Henry Seidel, and I ran URC for them the first year in '75, won the point title, and that reinstated my confidence. And there's nothing like a sprint car, you know, when they're hooked up, it's an awesome feeling. And then '76, continued to start with that same car with a different car owner, and I got fired. Come back and won the championship in another car, which was real gratifying. So I was getting burned out on the road Friday, you leave early from work, try to get back early Sunday night. So it took its toll. So then Bill Bryan called me to run a modified at Reading. This is great. Reading paid twice as much money, or 3 times as much as URC did. And then I started running Reading the end of '76 after URC was finished. And then '77 was continued with Bill Bryan. I won 2 features at Reading in modifieds, big block. And '78, won 2 more, and then they closed. So we started running Bridgeport at the end of '78, '79. Won a point title at Bridgeport, New Jersey in '79. And really enjoyed it, had great times with Bill Bryan, great team. Like I said, I'd write a story or a book sometime. We had a 2-story unheated barn where I used to work out in the car, on the car, in the barn, cracks in the walls, and things would rust between weeks. We ended up beating Jimmy Horton and had a modern air-conditioned shop. So that was really gratifying. But I always thought that'd make a good storyline. And then ran with Bill Bryan until '83, won the Mod Car Championship at, well, that was a national, the regional was like a touring group, ran Williams Grove, Sealands Grove, Lincoln, Hagerstown, and they had a point system. So we won that in '82 with Bill Bryan. And '83, we were at a big track at Nazareth National. Bill had a sprint car also then, had that race won, and that was the highest paying sprint car race. It was $10,000 to win in '83. That was more than the King's Royal paid up to that point. We had it won, same year I got burnt, the Big Diamond, at the beginning of the year in '83. I come back and was leading that race going away. It was so hooked up, such a great feeling on a mile track. Was blowing oil out the breathers the whole race. I just couldn't finish. I was getting hot oil into my eyes, where I was totally saturated and wiping my hands, my visor couldn't see. And the last couple laps, me and Van Mayer were coming up on lap cars, banging wheels. and I couldn't see, so, I had to drop out. And that was very detrimental with the relationship, but I would have ran the thing till it blew up or caught fire. That's how dumb I am. But that got Bill upset, and we split after that. Then I wandered Delaware, and Whitey Kid, I ran for him for a while from New York. But the biggest thing in Delaware, I ran for Ken Covey. It was great, best times. You weren't recognized as well in Delaware as you were up north, but I had great times racing. Go to the beach Friday, go to Georgetown Friday night, and then go to the beach Saturday. I mean, they didn't put much demand for me to work on the car. I'd show up and drive. Won a few races. I won over like 45 races in Delaware with Kobe, Jake Marine, Donald Fenimore, quite a few guys. So I had a great time in Delaware, but you didn't get the recognition like you did up north. And then I just dabbled around in my own sprint car like a fool. I always say Kenny Brightwell was smarter than me. He didn't keep running a sprint car. He did run a sprint car a little bit, but he ran late models. I should have taken that avenue or stayed with the modified. Sprint cars really bite when they bite, and I'm still paying the price, but like I said, there's nothing like a sprint car when it's hooked up. I ran at Reading with a sprint car, had great times there with it. So then I just about ended my career in 2012, broke my neck at Williams Grove in a sprint car in 2003. I come back and won another race in URC, and that was it, 2007. I finally pulled the plug in 2011. Not of my own choice, but thought it was better to break what little parts I had working right left. So anyhow, that's my story. Any questions? I can ramble on. I wouldn't change it for anything. Yes, sir.
What was your favorite track to ride?
Oh my God, Reading. Why? It just was so competitive. Had 2 or 3 lanes of racing, inside, middle, outside, which I always liked the outside. I would have won 20 races there if they would have had beadlocks back then. But there was a certain art form to screwing the tires fast with sheet metal screws. And I guess we didn't have it down 100%, so we lost quite a few regular tires leading. But Reading, it just had the right configuration of radius of corner, the straightaway, made for great racing. I mean, Williams Grove's a great track. It's a lot of heritage, but it's a paperclip. And with today's speed, there's no side-by-side racing. Everybody does a side job. For Reading, you always had side-by-side racing, and I think you still would today, even with the fast cars, because of the larger radius corner. And then you have Flemington, which is the extreme opposite of a paperclip, and you're always sliding sideways, and it's tough to pass there. But it looks exciting. Any more? Ready? Yes, sir. Yeah, I remember that one too. Made another cover of Ariel. But that was, I think that car was fairly new, and we rebuilt it. 2 weeks later, we won at New East Windsor. So that was nice. I was partners with Larry Adams and myself. All his 3 kids were at East Windsor that night, and my son and my cousin. So that was a neat win. And it was after that. And I had another cover at Grandview when I was running wingless with Omer Stolzfuss's car. The guy slid out in front of me in warm-ups. Most of the photographers were already walking back to the pits. It was raining. It started raining. The guy pushed down in front of me, and I got his wheel, and I did a couple bad flips. And I didn't have my arm restraints on. I'm out of the car, both arms. I say it was like my ballet. goes down like this, full arm length out of the car. The seat broke loose in the back. The car owner had grade 2 carriage bolts holding the back of the seat in, mainly because he had a rounded head, so it didn't dig in my back. He was being kind to me, but it didn't hold the seat in place with my big ass. And then I went through the infield, knocked out, the car was still running, came down through the infield, went across the front straightaway, hit the front concrete straightaway. I woke up, didn't know what happened. So I guess I had a minor concussion. My son did take me to the hospital. But that's a couple of bad ones I remember. The fire in '83 at Big Diamond, that was ugly. Thanks to Galen, it probably saved my life. I was all lit up. He jumped out of the flag stand and sprayed me down. Yes, I did. Dorsey, Maryland. I think we ran Dorsey. If I remember, that went up the hill and downhill, sort of, right? Yeah. I'm an old timer. Next victim.
I'm going to ask Bruce the other